Yo, we're here at Scranton with Dangerousx. Yo, so you're here for school, right?
Yeah.
So what are you studying here in school?
I'm undecided right now, but I'm taking classes in business, communications, and psychology. But I'm probably going to end up doing something with social media.
Oh, word.
No, go ahead, you first.
No, go.
My ultimate plan, though, is to go to graduate school for music business.
Yeah.
And start my own label.
Oh,
So
shit.
I'm just working in like business classes and stuff like that to learn how to run a business efficiently.
Is there any type of genre in particular you're trying to get into?
Primarily, like within like the hip hop and rap scene, like punk, like cloud rap or like drift funk.
Yeah.
Kind of like Suicide Boys and I Live L. Like over the years, I've changed my sound progressively from like that storytelling J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar stuff to like that Ski Mask Slump God. Now I'm starting to develop this new sound, and I'm really happy with it. Yeah. And I think, you know, doing something with like the model of G59 or something like that, like the Suicide Boys label, would be really efficient.
So, what got you into music to begin with? Like, what pushed you? Like, was it like just like going out to like your first concert, or like did any artists like want to get you into music?
So I've actually been doing poetry since I was in middle school.
Yeah.
I think it was about like 6th grade when I started, and that was really when I found a love for just writing rhymes and stuff like that, and just telling a story. What really pushed me was Kendrick Lamar's "Good Kid, Mad City." I listened to that for the first time going into my sophomore year. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. But before that, like I've always wanted to do like rock.
Yeah.
Like I grew up in a household where music was a very big part of your life. Like always listening to like fucking Aerosmith, Van Halen, all that old school stuff, like all that really good stuff.
You ever learn an instrument or no?
I used to play piano, trombone. I played a little bit of guitar. Yeah. And I wanted to learn drums, but I just could never get into it.
Yeah. So when did you end up writing your first song?
I wrote my first song in June of 2008. Yeah, 2018. Yeah. It was internationally unknown. That's not going to be found anywhere though.
You took it down?
Yeah, I took all my old stuff down like before I Will Never Understand My Mind, which is like the first song you'll find on my SoundCloud. But like internationally unknown, Snap, Bipolar, like that whole Talented EP is just gone. Like I even lost the files for them too, like they all corrupted.
Oh shit. Yeah, so never getting them back.
Yeah, it was
no like lost tapes of Dangerousx ever coming out.
Facts. It was like fucking GarageBand shit. I was just like recording into my computer. Like I'd hold my computer a certain way and I just record into it.
Yeah. Well, everybody starts out like lowball way. Like even like Lil Pump, like what do you think when he started out? He just started out through the iPhone headphones. Oh yeah. And he made his first song through the iPhone headphones.
That's how I would do my music originally before I bought my first microphone.
Oh shit.
I did one of my songs, my number one, like my day one fans will know Feel the Slides. I did that through the iPhone headphones. I did that on Audacity.
Yo, people who do that, like, I feel like at the very beginning they always have like the worst quality, but then like at the end of the day they always get the best quality like after like years down the road, just because like they already know everything about the app. Like they already know how to use through the headphones. They already know how to like make it sound every little way through the headphones. And then once you just start getting more equipment, it's just way easier.
Definitely. And it's practice, you know, like I tell people like in my collective and like people that come to me and they're like, yo, I want to start making music and I saw your page, like can you help me out? Like it's all just learning, you know, like even like just doing something different like production or engineering, it's just all learning.
What studio do you go to? Or do you try to do it yourself most of the time?
I do it myself most of the time, but for a couple of my songs I went to Steez. Shout out Steez. Yeah. I went to him for 2 songs and I'm probably gonna go to him for more since I'm around the area. Yeah. So
So I noticed you have like way more on SoundCloud than you do your Spotify. How do you categorize like which ones you're gonna post on Spotify and which ones you're gonna post on SoundCloud?
I guess it just really depends on what I think is worth putting on Spotify and what I think isn't worth putting on Spotify. Yeah. But after my previous EP, Angry Ghost Stories 3, like I'm putting every single one of my songs on Spotify because I need to bulk that up a little bit more. Yeah. I haven't really been putting too much onto like my all platform face, and I'm just trying to get more on there.
Are you pushing on TikTok at all?
Yeah. My manager and I are pushing on TikTok.
Oh, you have a manager?
Yeah.
So when was the point when you realized like, yo, I need to start like getting a manager?
It was around the time when I was actually accepted at Scranton.
Yeah.
You know, it was that night, and I was just thinking, and I'm like, I'm probably gonna need management at some point.
Yeah.
And one of my friends from high school, they reached out to me and they said, I'll manage your music, and they've been my manager since like a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
But I've been self-managed like for the majority of my career. So
Yeah.
like even if I didn't have a manager, like I'd be able to figure it out. But having a manager is nice, you know.
Yeah. It definitely like helps you like. Hey, I feel like sometimes it just like comes out like you looking more professional. Like somebody else is addressing some of the other issues for you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's also really helpful like with releases and stuff like that. Like when I don't know when to release a song, like I'll just text my manager and they'll be like, "Oh, just release it this day," you know.
Do you go to concerts at all or no?
I have actually never done a concert yet. Like I've been to concerts like, for other artists, but you know, due to health reasons and COVID, I haven't really been at any recently. I've been trying to go out to some though. I have never done a concert. I was actually supposed to do a concert at a house party.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to have like 3,000 people there.
Oh shit.
And I got COVID.
Oh no.
And
Tragic.
It was actually the day after. It was actually the day after my quarantine ended. Yeah. And I was texting my friends and I was like, "Yo, do you think I should do this concert?" Because like I overthink fucking everything sometimes.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Do you think I should do this concert?" And they're like, "You probably shouldn't just because of your throat." I'm like, "Okay, that's understandable."
I would have just said fuck it.
Yeah, honestly, I really should have said fuck it because that really would have been a better way to spend my Saturday night than just trying to find parties and shit.
Yeah.
But I do plan on doing. I do want to try to get out to some concerts at some point either this year or the beginning of next year.
Yeah. Oh, so what are some of the concerts that you went to that I guess like you weren't performing at, but like that you inspired to be like? Is there any like concerts that you see in person that you're like, yo, I kind of want to be like him or like do what he's doing?
Yeah. It was a Thanksgiving concert at the Woodlands, and like it was when I first started rapping. I was writing an album. I'd never finished it. I never even did it for one song, but I was at this concert with my best friend Vaughn. Shout out Vaughn, my videographer, and literally one of my childhood best friends.
Yeah.
We were there, and it was Tom Sav, Kid Ace, Lane Armstrong. I'm trying to think. ASAP Galia, Garbo, and I think one other person. I don't remember who though. The lineup is somewhere in my camera. I'll have to find it, but
Damn, a lost lineup.
yeah. I vaguely remember being like in that small backstage area. Lane and I were talking, and I was like, he was asking me, and he's like, I showed him my music. He's like, that's good.
Yeah.
And that just really inspired me. Like I know he probably won't remember it.
Yeah.
But like I remember it because like I was just starting out. I was young, you know. I was like, oh, I need some inspiration in this shit.
Yeah.
And that just kind of stuck with me.
Yeah.
And you know, like being around those people, it was just like, this is something I could see myself doing for the rest of my life.
Word. So what's your favorite rapper or even artist right now? Like even if you don't know him like personally, like any like big artist.
I would say right now, it's honestly kind of a tough question.
Yeah.
I have a lot of favorite artists. Like my number one until I fucking die is gonna be Peep, because like I listened to almost every song, like even the underground shit. I know it sounds generic, but like I really like his music. You know? I really like how it's executed. Like even the low quality songs.
Yeah. How do you feel about like Lil Tracy and him?
I like Lil Tracy.
Yeah.
I prefer like the Young Bruh sound.
Yeah.
Like Castles 2, you know, like that Wishblade sound, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Over his new sound, but I'm not opposed to his new sound, you know.
Yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, his new sound isn't. Well, like we're talking about Peep, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like isn't what he would have like fully wanted because he couldn't like really like finish it up.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that. I agree with that in all honesty. It's just, it doesn't really seem like something that he would have wanted, but I feel like he still would have been supportive of it. Yeah. Because, you know, as Lil Tracy.
How do you feel about him when they put him on the X feature? Because like weren't they like having like some sort of like beef at one point? Actually, not beef. Like he just didn't like fuck with X. Like
Peep and X.
Yeah, I think like Peep didn't fuck with X or some shit.
Oh, I didn't hear about that. I'm not the biggest fan of that song.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it was honoring both of them though. Like it wasn't just made to honor Peep, even though it was on his Spotify.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it was honoring them both because it came out so close to when he died.
Yeah.
So I think it was a really smart move, in my opinion. I don't know if they had any prior beef or not, but even if they did, you know, it's just kind of like...
I think like it was kind of like I was trying to like squash it out, like yo, bro, like well,
Exactly.
like yeah,
or even like Peep tried to squash it, like
Yeah.
whoever started it. But I do like the fact that they put them on the track together. I'm not a big fan of the song, but I wouldn't be surprised if I heard more. I was actually just listening to like a 24/7 radio on YouTube. It had
really.
Peep, X, and Juice songs,
Oh shit.
like all underground shit.
Yeah, I can't wait until his album comes out. I think he's coming out with a single Juice World on the 17th.
Oh really?
Yeah, like literally like next week.
Nice. I did not hear about that. But
Yeah, it's supposed to promote the Party Never Ends album.
Oh, I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for that.
What's your favorite album that came out so far this year?
My favorite album this year would probably have to be "Call Me If You Get Lost" by Tyler.
Oh yeah,
Tyler has been such a big fucking inspiration to my music.
Yeah.
Like that Yonkers, Tron Cat era, like that gory, like that gritty. I shouldn't say gory. I should say gritty. Like that kind of style is really nice. Like I was really fond of it. Like that Earl Sweatshirt, Tyler songs and stuff like
Yo,
that.
him and like A$AP Rocky have like the best friendship I've ever seen. Like the best chemistry.
My friends and I, we reenact like the Mario Kart thing. It's like we was playing Mario Kart. And we do that all the time. It's
Just had to hop right back into it.
Yes, sir.
So, we were just talking about like Yonkers and shit. So, what was your favorite song that Tyler came out with?
My favorite song would probably have to be Radicals.
Radicals?
Yeah, I really like Radicals. It's just something I can listen to, and it's like I know this will sound kind of weird. It just kind of relieves my anxiety because it's like, oh my god, like I can scream, like I could fucking scream the shit out of this.
Yeah,
it's nice. Like it's nice to be able to have a song where you can just like scream it out, you know.
Yeah. So your last project that you came out with, what was your favorite song of your own last project that you would want like people to like go stream right now?
Definitely a tie between Dangerousx and Suicide Doors Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
Those two songs in particular are my favorite right now. Suicide Doors was a single I dropped off of it, and it was just like an introduction to my new sound, like that drift funk. What I did with a majority of the songs on that project, I did like an underlayer and I did an overlayer. Like I would like talk like this, like into the mic, and then I would go over it like with a normal voice. So definitely those two songs, Dangerousx and Suicide Doors.
Yo, how recent is that? What's it called? That Honey song you came out with?
Honey Nut Cheerios?
Yeah. How recent is that? Because I was just listening to that today, actually.
That's actually a pretty good question.
It was all, I didn't see the date, and I was like, damn, I wish I saw the date on that. Because I was wondering if that Grim song was earlier, or that
Reaper.
That one's earlier?
That's Suicide Doors,
Yeah.
Honey Nut Cheerios was the first song that got over 1,000 for me. Shout out CTO Chop for giving me the beat to that. That was when I was trying to make music with like CTO Chop and Israel. I don't know if you've heard of them. Shout out Israel. They're really big and like they're starting to get into the underground and stuff, which I'm really happy to see that. Israel was a really big help. And I was talking to Chop one night. I was like, I need beats. He's like, here, I'll send you this one producer. And it was the producer for Honey Nut Cheerios. Yeah. And it was this like little darky beat, and I just went crazy on it. It got over 1,000 in like a month, I think. Yeah. And I just found that crazy. And that was actually the first music video I ever did, Honey Nut Cheerios.
You did a music video of that?
Yeah.
I gotta go check that out. Yo, you gotta send me the link to that. Yo, that's gonna be in the description right now.
For sure. No, for sure. I'll send you the music video to that. The quality may not be the best. Yeah. But my videographer, my best friend Vaughn, like we really went crazy for that. Like we had this idea where it was like we're gonna shoot different scenes in different spots of like northeastern Pennsylvania. Like we shot a majority of it in Pittston. We shot some of it in Plains. We shot some of it in 40 Fort. Like it was really fun. It was a lot of driving. It was a lot of driving, but it was really fun. It was a good time.
So what's next? Like what are you pushing out next?
I have a single coming out on the 24th called 2002 Clyde Barrow. It's going to be on all platforms. It's produced by Worst. He's a YouTube producer. But I have that. That's going to be off of my next EP, which is going to be on all platforms, called Porcelain Heart.
Word.
Release date for that, I'm not too sure yet. I've yet to finish it, but it will be coming out soon. I could promise that. I have a couple of features with TLY Baby Nesco. Shout out Nesco. Shout out New Wave.
Yeah.
My collective Cypher will be coming out soon. I started a collective with a bunch of kids from like all over the country, continent actually. I have a member out in Trinidad.
Oh shit! Yeah, where how'd you meet him?
It was through one of the members. I think I put it on my story. I was like let me know if you're serious about music and stuff, and he snapped back, and like we just started talking, and I guess he put me onto him. He makes really good music. Like it's just a bunch of really talented people. With the collective though, like I just made sure that it wasn't just rapping. I made sure that it was like people who can produce, people who can engineer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like multiple talents, because it's important for that.
Yeah.
But no, we have members in Nebraska, California, 2 from Pennsylvania, and we have another one in Ohio right now actually. We just got.
Damn, how do you get everybody from like out of state and then like only like 2 from Pennsylvania?
Starting a collective in Pennsylvania is actually, like, it was hard for me in all honesty. I think it was just because of the size I was in. Yeah. But I used to have a collective called Dangerousx, and I wanted it to double as a brand almost. Yeah. And it did not go very well, unfortunately. Like the sales did alright, like the t-shirt sales did alright. The t-shirts are still fucking selling, but you know, like as far as the collective goes, it just kind of fell apart. It was me and this other guy, Mayo. He doesn't even make music anymore. Yeah. But yeah, it was just really connections.
Yeah. So you said you had a song to preview?
Yeah.
Would we be able to hear that?
Yeah.
Would you be able to turn it up?
Yeah.
And what's the song called again?
2002 Clyde Barrow.
Oh, bet.
Here. I'll start it over.
I don't wanna fall asleep, you ain't by my side. I burned your dress cause you ain't my bride. That girl from the west, so she got a lot of hot. I call her Bonnie, but I ain't her Clyde. I don't wanna fall asleep, you ain't by my side. I burned your dress cause you ain't my bride. That girl from the west, so she got a lot of hot. I call her Bonnie, but I ain't her Clyde. I don't wanna let you know that I feel this pain, so I buy rich clothes, but I still feel shame. Got too much pride inside these eyes, can't let you down, can't see you cry. I don't wanna let go, wanna stay right here. Watch you walk away and approach my fear. I'ma fix myself, watch you regret everything you did, don't you forget. Ty mi serce nie stery, ty mi żemowyśno zastra usni. Kričati na menu, huluniš zorne slozne ne padiju. Ja ne spliju, коли підеш, ти мене образ, коли ти брекав. Я не сплю, коли ти підеш, ти мене образ, коли ти брекав. I don't wanna fall asleep, you ain't by my side. I burned your dress cause you ain't my bride. That girl from the west, so she got a lot of hot. I call her Bonnie, but I ain't her Clyde. I don't wanna fall asleep, you ain't by my side. I burned your dress cause you ain't my bride. That girl from the west, so she got a lot of hot. I call her Bonnie, but I ain't her Clyde.
Yeah. So, where'd you get the beat for that? How did you find the beat for that one?
I found it on YouTube. It was this producer called Worst, like instead of an O with an X.
Yeah.
It was this Night LaBelle type beat, and I really fucking vibed with it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna, like, I can go the fuck off to this. Like, when I'm looking for beats, I just try to find like something I can really flow on and something I could just toy around with, you know.
Do you usually like go to the same producer more than once or no?
Normally I look for free for profit beats actually.
Oh, word.
For my album, I want to get all like specifically tailored beats to my style. Yeah. So that I don't have to worry about like leases and stuff like that. Like I'm obviously gonna have to worry about payment, but like as far as MP3s, track outs, as far as that goes, like I won't have to worry about that much, you know.
Yeah. So how'd you get the name Dangerousx?
In all honesty, I was up one night. I was like halfway into an anxiety attack because I didn't know what I wanted for my name. My name at the time was like XO Stormy, because like my childhood nickname was Stormy.
Oh, word.
And I wasn't in a very good relationship.
Yeah.
That really, like a good majority of my songs are about like my bad relationships. Like every single relationship I've been in has been unfortunately toxic.
Yeah.
So that just kind of led me to believe that just saying like I love you is very dangerous, and like it is dangerous. Like you say I love you to somebody that you've been with for like a week, like you don't know that person.
Yeah.
Like the harsh truth that some people don't want to admit is the fact that you don't really love that person. You just love the feeling that person gives you. So Dangerousx, X is a kiss.
Yeah.
Kiss is like a symbol of love. So that's really where I got it from.
Oh shit. Yeah, it's kind of Dan. So you kind of figure out the name right there when you're during the anxiety.
Honestly, like I was just.
So wait, how long has the name stuck around?
About a year at this point. The first song I released under Dangerousx was Public Enemy No. 1, the remix with Baby Nessico. That was the first song with like the Dangerousx, like that hard 808s, like that dark sound,
Yeah.
But I've thought about changing it a couple of times, but then I just said to myself, it'd be better to keep it because it's already Dangerousx on Spotify. I don't want to have to deal with the shit where it's like I have to change my name and stuff like that.
So who are you planning to work with in the future? Like in the upcoming couple of months before the year ends?
I definitely want to work with Pesto Trip. I'd love to work with him. Really great guy. I want to try to work with Swami. He's this artist who makes like kind of the same style I do, like that snot type sound.
Yeah.
I want to do another song with Rip Ricks. 1218 Larceny is actually supposed to be on the Alexander Dress remix.
That'd be hard.
That would be so hard. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
I want to work with Jito.
The Jito's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Jito's kind of like he's a wild card.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna call him out right now. That guy walked out on both his interviews. He walked out on the Pesto interview, and then he walked out on his own interview with like 2 minutes left. I was like, bro, you almost made it.
Oh my no.
Yeah, I'm gonna see you later, so I gotta message you about something. Actually, not Pesto. Well, both him, Pesto, and Jinsu. But yeah, anything else before we wrap this up? Do you want to give any shout outs or check us to watch out for anything that you're about to come out with?
Shout out, mom and dad, obviously. Shout out all my friends, shout out New Wave, all them guys, I really love them. Shout out people at Scranton, I love you guys. Thank you so much for welcoming me and listening to me.
Oh, Scranton, shout out Joe Biden.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Joe
President.
Biden. Yes. Shout out Vaughn, shout out Maryland, like really my biggest supporters in here, like Izzy, Summer, like everybody. Like I love all of you. Like I wish I could name everybody, but like I'm fucking tired. I'm trying to think. My brain doesn't want to think right now. But shout out everybody who supported me from day one, even before Neil Smith. That was my name before.
Yeah.
Everyone who just believed in me, everyone who was there for me, even if we don't talk now. Like, I appreciate you. Like, I appreciate everything you've done. I really do appreciate all the wisdom you've passed on to me. And I wish nothing but safety to everybody.
All right. Dangerousx.
All righty. Yes, sir.